Sorry, no lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento.
Ok, mija, pues ya estamos aquí. Otro capítulo, otra semana. Te tienes que despertar, ir a trabajar, ganar tu cafecito, ganar tu panecito, ganar tu conchita, ganar tu podcast app y vamos a Sorry, no lo siento cada martes y cada miércoles en el YouTube. Y también estamos en el Facebook.
Oh, catch us on Facebook.
That one's tricky though because the name's not Sorry No Lo Siento yet, but we're working on it. But yeah, we're on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on.
We're on Facebook, but we're not on Facebook because whenever you see this post, the post just go over there. I'm too young for Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you got me messed up. Thinking I'll be on Facebook. First of all, I've never been on Facebook, but nah, I ain't an auntie or uncle or nothing like that. I don't need to be over there right now.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm already about to be 30 next year, and I do feel like, I think I said this on the pod, not last pod, I forgot what pod I said this, but I did say that I just feel like I'm not tapped in like the youngins no more. I can't keep up with the music. I can't keep up with the artists. I can't keep up with like the trending stuff anymore. Before it was so easy, like I was up on everything. Now it goes when it's viral is when I find out, you know. So before I was there before it went viral, but now it's just like, man, I really can't. Either I just don't care no more, like I used to care either. Cause I think that might be it too. That I don't care as much anymore.
You probably just don't care as much anymore. Like it doesn't. When you're younger, it's like, ooh, I need to know this. And now it's like, oh, whatever.
But there's still something in me that's like that though. I still like being like the person that has the music that everybody doesn't have. I like having things first before everyone enjoys. The world enjoys it. Like I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm just like that. But I got to the point like where now, cause like I remember the transition too when music just started flooding the internet crazy. Like SoundCloud, every day you would find something that would go crazy. This is like 2012 to 2015 era, and I just couldn't keep up anymore. Mm-hmm. I think the last big song that I was there before it became what it became was I think it was Bobby Shmurda.
Wow.
I think it was Bobby Shmurda. Yeah, definitely. But now I'm getting parched on this show, yo. Mm-hmm. I was editing the videos last week and I seen a little white stuff on the side of my lip and I was like, oh, that's so burnt. Cause I'll be that person when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see Boosie, when Boosie got them on his list and he talking, I'm that person that's commenting on there like, yo, come on, dog. Come on, bro. And I get it, it's cotton mouth. You know, I smoked earlier. I'm talking a lot now and it's just cotton mouth, but it's just not, it's not a good sight. That's why I'm always going like this. And
that's why I'm always like checking beforehand.
But your mouth don't be dry. My mouth be dry. I have to down a whole gallon of water if I want to be cool for the whole show. But no. Yeah. But no, you want to pick something where you have to talk for 2 hours. All right, well, you talk for 2 hours then, fool. Damn. Actually, what I wanted to say this episode is I haven't introduced them formally on the show.
Yeah.
You know, if you might have heard him in the background. You know, I finally decided, you know, let's give him a mic. Let's have him talk on the show.
Yeah.
Contribute to the show, the Plática. Because I've had help the last few weeks. And it's just amazing when you have help here and you have someone that handles your camera stuff and everything. So, Sorry No Lo Siento Familia. I want to present to you guys Renezi. We don't have a camera for Renezi, but
That's fine.
He's over there in the corner. Renee is just a long time friend already. Since 17, 18? Yeah, I met Renee going back to, just quick story. Long story, not, what's that? Long story short story, but not one.
Long story short.
I don't know why I butchered that so bad. Wow.
Ouch.
That's why I need a ghostwriter. I went back to school for that semester. I think I talked about this on the Plática of college, so go tap back into that episode. But I went back for a semester, but this time when I went back to school, I knew that I wanted to go back for media, communications, something that had to do with this field, with podcasting and, you know, being on a microphone and all that stuff. So I went back with the intentions of joining that, and I found out that Chafee had a radio course, a radio class, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was completely, it was different. And, you know, I was already potting too. I already had a season of Overly Blunt, so going there was kind of going backwards. Like later on, it kind of felt like that. The more I was in the semester, it was like, okay, I'm going backwards because I have to censor myself on here. Like all the stuff that he wants to do, like come up with a name, come up with a show. Like I was already doing that, you know, but I just had to tweak it to be radio format, so we couldn't cuss, we couldn't. You had to have the weather reports and stuff, right?
It was like a show. You had to be like, it was scheduled.
Oh, nice.
It was a show, yeah. So I met him in that class in that semester. And I remember, you know, I forgot how I even asked him, but like we just started chopping it up, and I kind of just was like, yo, I do this pod. This is before season 2 started, huh? Yeah. So I was plotting to bring back the podcast, but my idea was to go back to school, get on the radio, get lit on the radio, and get a fan base, whether it be the college students, whether it be just that surrounding area, and then bring that back to the pod, and then just utilize it like that. That was my initial plan. But then obviously being there, it's like, oh, this guy it's only one teacher. It's not. Like that program's still growing. It was still very small, and it's like it just needs more resources too. And so it was still a work in progress. So I got there and it wasn't what I expected. So I kind of was like, but you know, I gained a friend out of that. I gained someone to come back to help me on season 2. He became a co-host on season 2. And I've just been rocking with Renee ever since. And every time I need someone to pull up on me to record or do something, he's always there. So shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, you know, I don't know how he would fit Sorry No Lo Siento, because it's just like a different vibe over here. You know, it's just more
I have a few like punch-ins I can probably do, you know. Like sometimes I get an idea and I kind of want to feed into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
some stuff like that.
Anybody can fit into the Plática, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about this show. Like we can have any guest really, and just like, yo, this week we're talking about dreams, so we can make the guest like just give them the outline, like, yo, this week's about dreams, and just tap in when we tap in and just give us your opinion on whatever, right? But what I mean by fit the show is that like the music wise, the Spanglish phrases, you know, just little things like that it would have been hard to just rely on you like on OB, because OB is just it's more your swag, right? It's more just it's us, the young crowd, right? The American stuff. Here it's just more like, okay, it is American, but it's also very, you know, Latino based, however you want to say it. But I'm like, nah, we can bring Renee on, because Renee, you know, you got your opinions, you can bring a different perspective to the table. I can feed off of you, so yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. If you with it, then I'm with it. All right, Mija. So what's up with you? How you been this week?
So I have been doing coffee enemas.
What's an enema? I think I know what it is, but I want before
you want an explanation.
Hold on. Does something go in your butt?
Correct.
Okay. So, yeah, I knew. I thought I knew. Okay.
So, as you know, what was it, episode 17, La Plática de Family Planning, we talked about, you know, me being off birth control and trying all these things to, you know, for my fertility journey and all of that. And so I came across another Reiki master teacher was like, you should try coffee enemas, because they help decongest like the liver, cleanses out your body. You know, you pass parasites.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's do it. So I ordered it. Today I did my 5th coffee enema. And I feel really good. I feel like less bloated. So the second coffee enema I did, I passed a parasite. And I saw it and I was like, I was grossed out, but I was so excited at the same time. It was like very mixed feelings.
No.
But I honestly feel I feel really good. So I'm going to do this. So I'm doing 3 coffee enemas a week for 4 weeks, and then I am going to do just a maintenance once a month going forward.
Is there a way to do this without putting something in your butt?
I mean, an enema it goes in your rectum, so.
I mean, there has to be different ways to do this.
I mean, you could probably drink something and just have it.
Man, for real, where's my brujati at? Just tell to whoop up something. Them strong teas that they be making that's just super bitter and just.
And then it just runs
right away too. Yeah, you know that hibiscus makes you run if you have it super strong and you don't put like no sugar, nothing like that.
If it's too concentrated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Jamaica for my gente. Jamaica.
Correcto.
I was so thrown off when I found out hibiscus meant Jamaica. I'm like, word?
I thought it was Jamaica. Two separate things at one point.
I was like, Jamaica. Jicama. You know, I don't know. Why is it called hibiscus? It just sounds. It sounds so. I don't know. I guess growing up. How do you say it? What is it called?
Jamaica?
Yeah. Growing up, Jamaica just seemed like so regular. But when you say hibiscus, it sounds fancy. And then when these white people gentrified it too, it's just like, oh, hibiscus tea. Like you go to Starbucks and get hibiscus tea, it's like super watery. Yeah. It's just like, I'm not a fan of it. You know, it's
not the same.
No, I need sugar in it. And not too much, but I need it sweet. Like a
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and I hate when people make it watery. Like, the vegan people out here that make Jamaica, y'all gotta put some sugar in it, man. Put some raw sugar or something because it ain't it. Y'all try to make it watery because it's healthier. Yeah, I'm off all that. But
yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Just
That's interesting. So you can't go nowhere. You always pooping or what?
No, it's not even like that. No. So let me break it down for you. So you prepare the coffee. It's a special coffee.
Girls don't poop, Nicole.
You strain it and then you insert, you lay down for 15 minutes. I listen to a nice audio.
While you're pooping?
You don't poop right away. Like the coffee travels in your colon, and then after the time, you go, you take the tube out, then you sit on the toilet, and then the water just kind of like blows out.
So leaky gut.
It's like cuando tienes chorro. That's what it feels like. But it's like short-lived. You're just sitting on the toilet for like a few minutes.
And then it feels like just like water stream just comes out?
Because it's the coffee that's just coming.
That's what I mean. Like leaky gut. Yeah. It's like a leaky gut, right?
Leaky gut is something completely different.
Is it? I thought leaky gut was when your poop just leaks out of you.
No.
We're not starting this episode with poop, but yeah, like.
We have to have a whole episode on the digestive system.
No, we definitely do, yo. And I gotta find a way to get Dr. Missions on here for that episode. Yo. I need, I need that marketing, bro. You gotta poop 3 to 6 times a day.
Well, with this, it's like chorro, but then it stops. It's not like you're pooping all day.
No.
It's not like that at all. But I will tell you this. Yesterday, I did my fourth one yesterday, and then my boyfriend was making celery juice, and he was like, "Oh, you want some celery juice?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love some celery juice." I drank it, and I was like, and this hasn't happened with celery juice in ages, but I drank the celery juice, and I was like, "Ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom."
I cagar.
I had to go. I told my boyfriend, I was like, "Do not go to the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom."
No, you don't, Nicole. You didn't use the restroom.
I did.
No.
I did.
No. Don't ruin that myth for me. Let me be immature. Let me be hate to break it to you, bro, but everyone does. I know. No. And if you... No. Girls don't poop. Or fart.
Then. I hate to break it to you, but...
No, you're not breaking nothing to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
No. Maybe not the ones I messed with. World? Yeah. In my world, no, they don't. They don't got buttholes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in my world. Don't ruin my world. Let us stay in my world.
I'll let you live in your world.
Yeah.
But that was just, so we'll see if it helps in other ways.
Yeah, definitely. That wasn't Que Tal. That was what's down. Well, that's good, Mija. You're taking a detoxification into your hands. You're trying to cleanse yourself, and just like clear all the BS from you. You know, like we all need to do that. I think I need to really start doing that again too. Like I've been eating like not a lot of junk again. It's like the last 4 years that I stopped eating like chips, that I stopped eating like junk and little cookies and little things like that. And now I'm back on everything. Like at first I was like, oh my God, I was still like, I don't eat cheese like that. But now if a cookie got like dairy in it, cool, whatever. I'll eat the chocolate chip cookie. You know, I eat this, I eat that.
Yeah.
At work too, I'd be going to work, and I was that person at work that I'd be like looking at people like, yo, it's 4 a.m. Y'all really eating already? And now I'm 4 a.m. Every time I get to work, honey bun. Every morning it's a freaking honey bun. And it's like, it's not me. It's not me. But it's just like, I just been going to work super, you know, arriba, grifo. So, because if I go, you know, sober, then it's just, don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. Give me directions. Move everything how it needs to be, and then I'll handle. But when I'm faded, I'm in there like, yo, what's good, everybody? You know, I'll be cracking jokes. It's all love. But then an hour in, the parasite talking like, bro, yo, eat. You need something in your stomach. And then I get off of work at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., go eat again. And it's just, I mean, I eat one meal a day, but it's just all the BS that I go by, because especially when I have munchies. I don't use Instacart. The other day I'm chilling in the house, and I had just gone out to buy some stuff, like stuff for actual food. So I had came back home, and I'm chilling on the couch, and my freaking high. Ooh, yeah. Can you mark that, please? Can you mark that? And yeah, so me just being super grifo, I'm sitting there laying down watching TV, and I'm like, some chips sound so fire right now. And I haven't had chips in like 3 weeks, you know, a month almost. So I'm like,
wow.
You know what? Let me get some chips. So I go on Instacart, go to Sam's Club, and order bags of chips. And what else do I order? And like drink, like lemonade and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, cool. Ice cream. That's what I went to go buy, actually. I stepped out and went to buy ingredients to make sundaes. And then I got home and I was like, damn, I should have bought chips.
I haven't since I started this whole process. I have no sweet tooth whatsoever. None.
Yeah, no.
I guess it was the parasite give.
Something.
Because I used to want candy, chocolate, cookies, chips. I just, you know, like you just want it even though you're not hungry. But now I'm just like,
I don't know. See, mine is just bread. Like I like pastries. I like I don't need candy. I don't need chocolate bars. I don't need like Nerds and Skittles. I'm cool off all of that stuff. Like if anything, it's just chips and bread. Like those are my weakness. Like honey bun type stuff, right? Like a bear claw, like things like that. Like a muffin. You know, I like bread. I love pastries, like conchas. Like conchas. Megancita pulled up on me last time too. She pulled up here to do drop-offs here at my house, and she bought me some conchas, and it was like 6 conchas, and tell me why I ate them all in one sitting. Like that's not necessary, you know, like.
ooh.
But I'm sitting there smoking, watching TV, hearing something, watching an interview, and it's like, yeah, why not? Why not? And they're just so bomb, especially when the day she makes them, because they're so fresh, so it's todo blandito and everything. Ooh. It's like a little sponge. Freaking love conchas, dog. Hey, Vegancita, I need a sponsor.
Sponsored by.
I'm giving you too much clout. Nah, that's all love for her. That's all love. That's the homegirl for real. But man, let me see what happened this week.
Tell us.
Nothing really. It's been hard for me to get back into my rhythm and groove, and post vacation depression is real. I won't even say I don't like saying depressed because it's such a heavy word, but I just been in this funk since I've been back from vacation. Yeah. Like I just going back to reality, going back to work. It's just been really just. I don't even hate my job. So it's not like I'm going to work mad because, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this, and I get paid very well to do for what I do. I get paid very well. There's no complaints at all. It's just like, wow, I have to come back to do this in order to go on a vacation again, in order to just do anything. Like I hate that. You know, a job really ties you down, and I don't like complaining about it because you make the change, bro. You don't like it, you don't have to be where you work at.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but it's not gonna be easy. That's what people get it messed up. That people think it's gonna be easy, whatever you're gonna start doing. Like this media stuff, like this, I as much as I want it to work fast, it might not work as fast as I want it to work. So,
right.
and that's the draining part, because I know, because people say like, you gotta figure out what you want to do. I know what I want to do. I know the space I want to get into. I know what I have to do. It's just that it's gonna take some time, and that time that it's taking is making me depressed a little bit. It's getting me in a funk. Especially being in Miami and coming back from that. Now we're in cold weather too. It's like I was in hot weather. I was in a sunny environment. The beach is here. There's all water everywhere. To come back to here, it's raining. It's cold. It's like it's taking me a while to just tap back into the program, the simulation again. This simulation again. Like I lagged on just even video stuff too. Like it's just been hard to find my groove, and just I get on the computer and it's like a funk. Not because of doing it. I think I just need to edit somewhere else. I'm tired of being in this little corner and editing every day in this little room, and I want to be outside. I want to be able to edit in a coffee shop. I want to be able to edit like just anywhere, you know, on the beach. Go to the beach, edit the beach, you know. Like I want to be able to do that. And I know it's gonna be soon where I'm gonna have that freedom. And also just been in a funk because my dog's just getting worse too. You know, she be inside the house for like over 24. Like she don't even get up. Like she be in the same spot for more than 24 hours. And it's like, man, like I was talking to my mom about this yesterday, where I'm being selfish because I know I should go put her down to alleviate her from that pain, but I'm being selfish because now I'm putting myself through pain, and I don't want to go through pain. I don't want to. I lost my dad this year. I don't want to lose my dog's like my child. Like I raised this dog from. I've been there. You know, like I worry about her so much. Like even when I'm out and about, I still have people babysitting her. I still have people that come. Like it's just sad, you know. And I'm avoiding that pain again because I don't want to get depressed or sad again for a while. And I know I'm gonna be in a funk, and I'm just not ready for it.
Wow.
And I'm being selfish, and that's not fair. And I don't like playing God with my dog. I don't like making the call like, all right, let's go take you in. Like I wish she just fell asleep and just didn't wake up, you know. But I know that's not every dog. It's not always gonna work out like that. And who knows, maybe one day while she's walking outside, she might break a leg because she can't walk anymore like that, you know? But, and I'm gonna feel even worse if that happens because it's my fault that you're experiencing this pain now because I could have put you down before you even got to this level, because she's not gonna get better. Like she's gonna keep getting worse no matter what. So in my head, I can't say, okay, I'm gonna keep you because next year you're gonna be all right. Like, no, I'm anticipating this, and I think I'm just pushing. I'm delaying it. And it's just messing with me because I don't want to go through a heartbreak again. So I've just been trying to find a balance, because you can't give up. I'm not gonna give up. You can't just stop doing what you're doing. You have to keep pushing through, because guess what? No one cares. No one cares that you lost your dog. No one cares that you lost your dad. No one cares that you're going through it. No one cares if you go to work. No one cares. No one cares. So you have to show up for you the most, and I do. I show up for myself the most. Like, you know, I'm my biggest cheerleader. I'm my biggest supporter. Like I'm gonna tell myself what I need to tell myself to go wake up and, you know, figure out some pod stuff or figure out some content stuff. That's what keeps me happy. That's what keeps me distracted. But I've also been realizing that I lost a father this year, right? And I think I tried to minimize it. I try to make it seem like I'm cool, and I am good, but like I think I need to face a lot of things still, and I've been avoiding a lot of things just because I want to pod. I'm just distracted. I find all these distractions, you know, and I know you need the distraction just to keep yourself going and keep yourself occupied. But at the same time, it's like you're gonna have to eventually face this, bro. Like the other day, I forgot what show I was watching or something, and the person that they're interviewing, they're talking about how they lost their dad, and I lost it. I was crying too, and it's like, I'm not over this. Like, I'm really not over this. And you can say go to therapy. You can say whatever, right? I know I can do a bunch of stuff still, but you're never gonna get over this ever. And like his birthday just passed. You know, obviously I just got tatted from him. I just got his name tatted on me. Holidays are coming up. Like all this is new to us too. So it's yeah. Like it's been in a funk, to be honest. But you just can't let people know you're in a funk, and you just have to not hide it, but. Again, the world don't care that you're in a funk, and people fake care. And I don't want to, oh yeah, you know, I'm there if you need somebody. You just want the cheese, man. You want to know why I'm sad. You want to know why I'm going through what I'm going through, you know. But no, it's not everybody shows up, you know. Not everybody shows up how you expect them to show up. So to protect myself and my energy and my vibes, you just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself and just tell it to the people that you know actually care. Like yesterday, I'm talking to my mom, and you know, I broke it. I told her how I've been feeling, and she goes, "Yeah." My mom was like, you know, she's the dopest because she knows. Like, mom sobbing like when you're going through something. She was just like, "Nah, yeah, I can tell." I was telling your brothers the other day that I know you're going through it because of. Well, she said I'm going through it because of everything that happened in Miami, and that adds to it too. You know, like losing a phone, being irresponsible, like. I still haven't even had the feeling of like I can't wait to drink again. Like I don't know why I'm like so embarrassed of myself and so mad at myself that like I don't even want to drink at all. Really, like I don't know when I would want to drink again, to be honest. And I've never felt like this. So now it's just like I know it's growth. I know it's a lot of things, right? That it's a new year for me now. So now okay, let's just start taking this day by day again. Let's start like recentering again, realigning yourself because you've been avoiding a lot of emotions and feelings, and I have been, so I'm aware. But that don't matter. Let's get back to the Plática. Yeah, man. And don't date nobody that pause because we're gonna talk about y'all. We're gonna talk about everything. Well, I am. I don't know about everybody else. Okay. I don't have anything to really heat up besides any life lessons from the trip. Let me see. Just be a responsible drinker. Like it's cliche, but it's true. Be a responsible drinker, man. I'm not saying don't drink anymore, because even that, like, because I feel a way about myself, I don't have to stop drinking. It's just, okay, bro, you messed up. All right, well, now just be more responsible, drink less, figure it out. But I'm just beating myself up over it, where I'm just like, I don't want to drink anymore. I'm cool off of that. I'm never gonna tell nobody not to drink and have fun. Like, do you, but let's just be responsible. Like, again, I said that this last episode. I didn't need to drink more when I got to the club. I was so bent when I got to the club. So just little things like that I would just advise people that know your limit, know how you're drinking, and just because you're in the environment, just still be very aware and alert, and be careful, because I don't know what could happen. So yeah, that's the only advice I have.
I'd say have good company too.
I mean, I did though. I had good company.
No, just in general.
Just in general. Yeah, you're right. Have good company.
Yeah, that's vital if you're gonna be.
Someone got to babysit.
Yeah.
Or just be the sober pair of eyes that fills in the blanks.
Yeah. And I feel that when you have someone designated for that, but it's also like the person we had designated for that, it was her first time in the strip club, was her, it's just, I can see how you can assign someone and then it just, stuff happens. I get it. So, but that's true. You have good company, especially if you're traveling. If you're out somewhere where you're not really familiar with, have good people with you. And if you know how you get, then you see, I know how I get, and that's why I'm more mad at myself this time. Because I drank how I'm supposed to drink, so that wouldn't happen. I just drank way more than I can handle, and that's where I messed up. Because I've never drank that much like that. Like, I was just going crazy. It was just too much in a short amount of time.
So let me ask you this. So do you feel that at some point you lost like the ability to make a conscious decision and say, wow, I'm too drunk? Like, do you think that happens to a lot of people though? Like people go out,
Probably.
they have shots, right? Some people black out and don't even know that they've blacked out. So then how do you make a conscious choice to not drive or not go with a stranger?
That's what yeah.
I think that's a common problem. It was just, I always watch this show on YouTube, and the guy was like, I got a DUI because he had popped a Xanax and then he had a drink, and I guess he had never had a drink while consuming Xanax, and when he got pulled over, and he got the DUI. He had like a full-blown conversation with the cop. He doesn't remember any of that. He was like, he doesn't remember getting in his car. He doesn't remember leaving. He literally had one drink.
Yeah.
And then he woke up in the jail cell. So it's like, I get it, you're beating yourself up about it, but how many people go out and drink? Not saying that you're everyone, but just in the normal of the society that pushes alcohol, like, oh yeah, have a drink, go to the club, go do this. And then you, in that moment, you lose your inhibition. And then what? Like, what?
That's where you learn your lesson. That's where you wake up the next morning and you say, I'm never drinking again. Some people do it, some people don't. To some people, it's just a phrase. I didn't say that. I still didn't wake up and say, I'm never drinking again. I just woke up and said, I'm not drinking for a long time. Yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna drink again, but it's not gonna be for New Year's. Like, cause usually it'll be like my birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, where I'm kind of like the most drunk towards of the whole year. But after this one, it's like I'm cool. Like I'm good for the rest of the year. And if anything, next birthday, who knows how I'll feel? Because if the flashbacks come, I don't know if I'm really. And that probably would help though, cause I'll probably just get buzzed. I'll probably know when to stop. Like, I'm cool already. Like I know this was a big life lesson, and it was in disguise too. But it was just, like I said, like, it scares me because it could have been way worse. Yeah, that's the only reason why I beat myself up too. Because like, I just be thanking the universe. I woke up cuddled up in my bed. Like, I woke up. If I didn't wake up missing anything, I wouldn't have thought anything the night went wrong at all. Right. But it's just because my cousin woke me up looking for her stuff that I realized, oh damn, like I lost my stuff too. Like, it's not even just you. Like, so yeah, that's the only advice I have for people. Just be responsible drinkers. That's it. Be responsible drinkers. And I don't know what that means to people individually, but I know what it means to me, and I just can't do it. I can't. That's irresponsible. It was just childish. We about to be 30 over here. Like, come on. Yeah. Come on. Hi, mija. Welcome to another episode of Sorry No Lo Siento. We back. Estamos para atrás aquí. Otro capítulo, otra semana. Capítulo 27. Muchas gracias a todos los que están aquí ahorita escuchándonos. Thank you to everybody tapped in right now. We are Sorry No Lo Siento, Chris X Matt, Healing with Nicole, Overly Blunt Network. Every Tuesday, every Wednesday. Siempre limpiecito. Siempre limpiecito. Yo, I fell in love with this song when you used it as a song for our cleaning episode.
Oh.
I love that hook. Siempre limpiecito. Okay, let me see. I got you right here. Turn up, yo. Sorry, no lo siento. Sí, señor. Tap back in. 2004 era. If you know, you know. If you know, sing it. Here we go. Hoy he despertado. Acariciándome la desconectado. Puede amar. Despertado. Yo, girl, I'm dying for your love. Téndete down, down, down. Girl, I'm dying for your love. I hate when I forget the bars, bro. Down. Girl, I'm dying for your love. Down. Down. So down. You make me feel so down. Bro, that's hard. Yo. Don't get me in my bag, bro.
Sorry, no lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Peace and blessings, family.
Sorry, no lo siento.
Yes, sir. We back. We live. Otro capítulo. Otra plática. Hope you guys enjoyed that intro. Talked about poop. Poop, depression, and Facebook.
It's all a part of life.
All a part of life. La plática de pooping. No, I'm just kidding.
Not today.
Alright, well, bienvenidos a otro capítulo. Today's plática is about los sueños and dreams. So I'm gonna let you just take over, Nicole, because I don't even know. I don't dream.
You don't dream at all? No?
No.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. I smoke way too much weed. I'm not remembering none of these dreams. Come on.
Wow.
We can talk about daydreaming all day, though. I see myself being a millionaire all day. I see myself on this pod space all day. I see myself not working all day. I be at work working but thinking about potting all day. You know, I could daydream all day. We could do that all day. But dreaming at night?
None. Wow.
Okay. I can't. I can't hold my own on that topic.
So, okay. Well, I've been dreaming
of you, 'cause tomorrow.
I've always had dreams, except for a period of time when I was like drinking too much or when I was abusing substances. Then I wouldn't dream. But you know what dreams are, right? Like dreams are, sometimes it's your own subconscious mind that's coming through to tell you something.
What do you think my higher self is trying to tell me in my dreams? Because if you have a wet dream, what would my higher self be telling me?
If you had a dream?
A wet one.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, if it's a subconscious, what do you think?
Well,
what do you think they're trying to tell me? Like, go get that girl, go approach that girl, go find her.
Go find her.
Yeah, like maybe you need a...
Women on my dreams, I can't sleep, so I can't find her. I mean, Wayne told us.
Wow.
I'm sorry. But you're saying dreams are basically your...
So sometimes your dreams are your subconscious mind. It could be something that, something that you're worried about that comes up in a dream. It could be sometimes like when I have dreams, it's like a past event. Like I'm like reliving it, but in the dream world,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if I'm really depending on how I am emotionally, sometimes my dreams will reflect that as well.
So basically, like if you're mad today, you're gonna have an angry dream. If you're sad today, you're gonna have a sad dream.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
What about when you dream and then you wake up in that mood that you were in the dream? Is that your subconscious really? Because what if you just had a happy day and you go to sleep and in the dream like someone dies in it and then you wake up and you're crying the whole day, you're just in a funk because the dream was so vivid to you. Like you can, like, you know?
Yeah, so it's really interesting because then, you know, but outside of dreaming, you could lucid dream, which is when you're aware of your dream. Like hold on,
Mija. You're skipping, Mija. You're skipping. We'll get into lucid dreams.
Oh,
we'll get into that.
I'm just saying that's just the type of dream. And then there's like dreams where, you know, you can have nightmares, which could be like the
dreams and nightmares. Shout out to Meek.
Surfacing of like a fear that could come up. Like you might have this subconscious fear and then it'll come out in a dream as a nightmare. You know, so those like, or sometimes like, I'll just say this, like I've had dreams like that make no kind of sense at all, like none. But I also keep a dream journal, and when I do have recall, I'll write it down, and then I'll go back and be like, what? Sometimes it's like messages or
yeah, I feel that. I mean,
code it.
My personal belief is it's a whole different reality. It's just an alternate reality. That's how I feel. It could be the past, present, future. You know, because I believe all that is simultaneously at the same time. The same conspiracy, so I don't want to break that down. But that I do feel like that has some type of truth to it. The fact that some people can just go to sleep and go back to that dream too and continue it, or go back and like fix the problem and like. Based on all the movies we've seen, based on all the Marvel movies that they've given us, like that's what they show in the movies, right? Like, and it affects, maybe what you do in your dreams affects something that happens in the future. Maybe it affected something that happened. I don't have the answers, right? But I don't think they're, because okay, coming into this Plática, I did research myself too, because I don't dream like that, but I'm like having this Plática made me kind of just dig into like, why do we dream? Like, why is this thing? Like, let me see what's the narrative put out, right? Because like I said, I believe it is some type of, you know, alternate reality and universe and all that stuff, right? But if you're Googling these things, studies and sciences, they don't even know how to really explain, you know, dreams, right? Like, for example, this website, verywellmind.com, they say that the roles of dreams are to consolidate memories, to process emotions, express our deepest desires, and then to gain practice confronting potential danger. You get me? But like, that's just so textbook material. And then, cause you can't explain it's dreams, right? Like you said, there's sometimes they don't make sense, sometimes they make all the sense. But then when you put it like that, it just sounds very like, this is why you dream, and this is what it is, you know. And I don't buy fully into it, but I just thought it was interesting, the last one, like gain practice confronting potential danger, because that's basically just like, if you read between the lines, I'm just saying like, okay, you can tell, something might happen in your dreams that can happen in your future to prepare you for a type, you know, something like that. So it's like psychic type of thing in a way. So
foreseeing,
it's spiritual.
Happen. Yeah,
it's spiritual. Yeah. But you gotta word it so the regular person doesn't like. Because when I was doing the research, they made dreams seem like they just minimize dreams. Like, it's like some of them even said that they don't mean nothing, that it's not supposed to mean anything, any significance or nothing like that. And I just know we're deep individuals, right? Like there's so many layers to us. Like dreams have to be something. Like they can't just be nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Let me see what this thing said, because let me see. Yeah, many experts believe that we dream due to a combination of these reasons rather than any one in particular theory. Additionally, while many researchers believe that dreaming is essential to mental, emotional, and physical well-being, some scientists suggest that dreams serve no purpose at all. You see, like, but can you really,
don't know though?
But can you really do studies on dreams? Like, you can't record dreams. You can't, like, imagine when you get to that level when you can actually record the dream And wake up and like, because I know we all dream every night. You know, we're gonna get into all that. Everyone dreams every night. You all have your cycles of dreaming every night. So I'm not saying I don't dream. I just don't remember. That's why I said in the beginning, I don't remember my dreams. So like, but imagine if you can just wake up and just hit play. That would be the illest. You know how many ideas people would have? You know how much content people would create with their dreams? That's a whole different IP.
Yeah.
Like it just, I'm already thinking like creatively, like how what you can do with the content. Like, but imagine having recording of every dream, yo. All the little ones too. You can chop and edit the reels however you want with your dreams. Like that'd be so fire. But I don't like when I was reading. That's why I looked into it and I was doing my research because I want to see, okay, do they all say the same thing? And kind of they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
They all say that it kind of has the same purposes and stuff like that. But I guess we can get into it like this. Like, do you recall your first dream as like your first memory of a dream as a child or a nightmare?
Yeah, I remember my first nightmare.
You remember your first nightmare, or you just remember because that probably wasn't your first nightmare, but that's the first one that you just remember. Oh,
That's
you held the memory. Okay.
I have 2 or 3 that have stuck with me, but this was the first one. Like when I was really young, I was still living in Daly City. So this is so funny. We lived in Daly City. We had an apartment. Sometimes I'll spend the night at my grandma's house, or her apartment. But in our apartment, my brother and I used to share a room because we were really little, and we had like the master. So we had our own bathroom, right? And sometimes, I don't know why, like I would have to go down the hall, like at my grandma's house. So these apartments had really loud toilets. So they were like old. So after you flushed them, they would make like these scary like noises. So one night,
like
I remember, yeah, like
like bubble guts.
They were like the old big toilets, you know, like the
commercial ones.
Yeah, like big ones. And I remember my nightmare was, and it's so clear to me, the toilet is chasing after me in the living room.
Wow.
And it's like this, like it's trying to eat me. And there's like this like glowing green stuff in the toilet. And I'm like running and the toilet's like trying to get me. Yeah.
What do you think that meant? At the time.
At the time, I was like, this toilet, I did not trust it. My dad had to put like a nightlight or something in that bathroom because if I went at night, I didn't want to.
Did you ever have like not fears, but like something about the restroom though? Is that why you think that's why you dreamed about a toilet? You never were scared to use the restroom, right? Besides that toilet, you were scared to use that toilet?
I would not during the day.
Okay.
Not during the day, but at night I would be like, And I was like 5 or 6 years old when I had this dream. So I was like, I don't trust this toilet.
The last memory that I can probably recollect of a dream, like my first dream nightmares that I can probably remember, because I used to have the weirdest. When I was a kid, I remembered a lot of them, but the ones that come to mind more was that I always dreamt about. You ever seen Power Rangers? Mm-hmm. The original ones, right?
Yeah.
You remember the buddies? You remember the buddies? The one, and then like, you hit them in the middle and they just dissolve or whatever. I used to always dream like they were all coming to my house, and like me and my cousins were like the Power Rangers, and we were like on the roof. This house, like it was this house, this location, and we'll be on the roof fighting them and everything like that. I used to always have those dreams that they were coming to get us, and I don't know why. I used to always have dreams about getting kidnapped. Oh. And like those used to scare me. Like I remember I used to wake up super scared from those. Like and it would be in this house too. I remember like certain dreams where the doorbell would ring and I would look through the peephole and it would be like dudes just trying to get in, right? Like 3 dudes just trying to get in, like trying to break into the house. And I'm like in the house by myself, you know, like I stayed home alone type of stuff. And then someone's trying to break in. Like I used to always have those dreams like that. And I used to always wake up like just super scared, because it's realistic. It wasn't a monster, nothing like that. You know, it was like a person that was kidnapping you.
A potential real life situation.
And it was in this house, in this street. Like it wasn't like it was somewhere where I'm like, where am I at? You know? Mm-hmm. And so that's probably my first recollections of like nightmares. I don't know about like, dreams really, to be honest. I wouldn't even know.
You probably dream, you just don't.
I don't remember them. Like I said,
You don't recall them.
Like, there's no way I smoke too much. But there's some people smoke a lot and they can dream, right? Like
Yeah,
some people do.
I'm not that person. If I smoke, I usually don't.
And it makes sense because when you're smoking heavy, like you just super slump. When you fall asleep, you're knocked out.
You're out.
Like you're out. Like so, how can you expect to remember a dream? Like I'm not saying it can't happen, but I've heard more people when they're on weed that they don't dream as much. And it's the same thing always happens that when they get off of it is when they start everything's vivid again and they can remember everything so vividly and it's true. When I take my 2 month break or whatever. Mm-hmm. I remember a lot of my dreams. And it's still even doing research. I looked into like weed and like remembering stuff when you do weed or like when you smoke.
When you smoke. And
they were saying how like some people can smoke and they tap in way more to the REM cycle. You know the REM sleep. Cause that's usually where you get the most sleep. And then when you smoke weed, like you're suppressing the REM cycle basically. So you're not remembering the pivotal ones. But I don't know. Like I talked to many people, and they all say the same thing. When they're off their weed, it's super vivid. They remember everything, and as soon as they start smoking again, it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Me, it's basically all miss. I don't remember. I can't tell you the last time I remember a dream. I think the last time I had a dream, I actually told you about it. And it's when I had a dream about the girl that I was talking to like 2 years ago. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably like that wasn't even this year. I think this was last year.
Last year.
When I told you this, and even last year too. I had the dream where I saw homie that had the exorcism in my house. Remember I told you I saw him and I got scared. I woke up mad. Like, I remember I saw him in the dream and I woke up and I was mad that I saw him in the dream. I was like, why did he pop up in my dream? And then sure enough, like a few weeks later, I saw him at the vegan depot.
I remember that.
And I saw a homegirl too at the mall. Remember when I was telling you that I thought it was her?
Yes.
But I was with my cousin, so she like we didn't really say hi to each other because I looked burnt out. I looked like a dad with the stroller and everything, right? So I gave her that, but I definitely saw her, and it's crazy because I dreamed about both of them, and I saw them within like the next 2 months. I saw them, and I haven't seen them since the last time I seen them, like 2 years ago type stuff. So I guess that makes sense to what that thing said, the future confrontational stuff.
Well, yeah, because I think sometimes if you dream about a person, it could be like a sign that you might see them or they're thinking of you or there might be some sort of interaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
I want to read this real quick because I thought it was pretty interesting. It says like it talks about the community, the Esa Eja community. It's the Peruvian Amazon. Mm-hmm. And they believe that dreaming is a sacred practice for gaining knowledge or solving a problem through the dream narrative. But in the last century or so, technological advances have allowed neuroscientists to take up dreams as a matter of scientific inquiry. See, that's what I mean. Like they can't test it. You really can't test it. But how do you feel about that? Do you think it's a sacred practice for gaining knowledge or solving a problem?
Yes.
I think so.
I think solving a problem for sure.
100%.
I like for me, I connected to more people in my life that I scooted away, but in my dreams, I had like these weird solutions that I wish I would have said, but in my dreams I'm saying it, and it felt good in that state to say it. And when I reconnected with them, it was like clear. It was really clear for me to say my point and then hear their point, and then we just got back like on track pretty much.
Damn.
Like this incident with my cousin, for example, we're pretty close, but not so much anymore. But there was an incident when I was like 14 years old, and it was just really bad situations, and I wanted to tell him how I felt, but I wanted to let him ramble on, but he just he said his part and he kind of just walked away. I didn't have time to speak, But in my dreams, I knew what I wanted to say, so in my dreams I called him and I told him what I wanted to say, and when I woke up, I had a really good feeling. Like, it felt good that I said that, but I didn't say that in the real world type shit.
Yeah.
So I called him, and then we were just laughing like 2 minutes in the conversation because it was like, he wishes I said that at that moment too, because then if I didn't say that, we wouldn't be as close as we were now. Like, it was a weird, like, a problematic thing that was resolved in my sleep.
That's dope though, because it's dope to have a dream help you solve a real life problem. Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's never happened to me, but that's dope.
Yeah, you can. So I've been doing like these dream recall groups and like like practicing how to recall, asking questions before you go to bed, creating like a ritual before you go into the dream world, like the astral.
The REM.
Yeah, because it's also, maybe I'm just on a different level, but I have like a whole, let me protect myself, let me make sure I come back to my body.
Yeah,
you know,
you definitely OD with it.
I'm like on a whole nother, because I
metaphysical level.
Yeah, because I just feel like I travel a lot.
Yeah, see, I don't tap in with all that like I should, but like I'm not the type of person that if it happens, it happens, you know? Like I don't, nothing scares me as much anymore. Especially after seeing someone have an exorcism. Like it doesn't scare me as much anymore. So now I just like, if it happens, it happens. Like, I know I'm protected. I know my intentions are pure. Yes, I'm an a-hole. Yes, I can be mean. Yes, I can be rude to people. But deep down, like, I'm not hurting people. I'm not causing ill will on people. So, like, my conscience is super clean and good. Like, I don't have any beef with no one that I know of. You know, that if I've caused the beef that I don't know about, then that's different, you know. But that I intentionally have caused it on purpose, nah, I don't have that type of stuff on me. So, when I go to sleep fine. You know, I don't... But maybe, you know, like I just gotta tap in more too, though, because I know I can learn more about myself too. I can connect with people in that realm too. I can probably visit. I know I can visit my dad in that world as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
I know I can. I can tap into all that stuff. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I don't know, Nicole. Like when I was doing conspiracy, like I was into all that stuff, into the crystals, into everything. Like I was super heavy into it, and I don't know what happened. I mean, I kind of do know what happened, but I just got over everything. Like to me, everything's like corny now. It's like, and especially I read your tweets actually earlier today about the stuff you tweeted yesterday about that your passion is Reiki and like you don't really show your work as much, blah blah blah, and you said the point about how like people package up their stuff and everything like that, right? So I think that's why it got corny to me, because everyone's grifting, everyone's lying, like for the most part, everyone that you thought was really about something isn't about nothing. Like you're one person that I, you know, the Reiki area, I give it to you. You know, I can trust you. I know your intentions are good. Mimi, I can trust her. I know her intentions are good. Fowler, there's certain people that they lived up to what I expected, you know. But then it's like they're the ones that are struggling to get, like, we're the ones that are struggling to get our names out. We're the ones that are struggling to get the sales and stuff like that, right? So anyone I'm reading your tweets, it's just like, I get how, you know, all this integrity we have, all these morals that we have, like, and we've talked about this before, like, you're always gonna win last doing this stuff. And but I think, like, I know you're probably fine with it, like, you know, I think the money doesn't mean, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming the money don't mean more to you than the integrity and your morals, or am I wrong?
I honestly, I'm not going to ever, you know, flip on my integrity and, you know, do some performative BS to get money. Like, to me, it's like, okay, I don't have the money, but I still have my integrity. Oh, nah, we switching ASAP. As soon as the bag come in. And that's what I mean, like, I don't know where I was getting with this, because I had a point. I don't know why I brought up your tweets. It had to do with the packaging of stuff. Yeah, how people with their performative coaching. So I just got off of everything, to be honest, like all the readings and stuff like that. And it's not that I don't believe in it either. Like I still believe to an extent, like numerology, astrology. Like I know all that plays a part. I know that I'm going through, everyone, like you said, everyone's going through something right now this week. You know, everyone's the Scorpio eclipse or whatever. Cause I know stuff plays a part, but during conspiracy, I was always trying to keep up with, like, oh, today's a full moon. Oh, today's this. Oh, today's that. Oh, today's this. Oh, today. And then now I'm at the point where it's like, oh, it's a full moon, dope. Like, cool. Yeah, I think what happens is that, and I've been guilty of doing this too, is like we get so caught up in it that we don't even focus on living anymore. Oh, like, yeah. Okay, well, is this number day? So so the moon's here, the sign's here, this is here. I can't do this. Oh, I gotta watch out. That's not good. And it's like, what about just living your life and having, you know, it's all about balance. And I think it just but then you have a lot of people who go off the deep end and, you know, they're extremes. Yeah. Balance, no, definitely. You know. Definitely. I think, and you just, I don't like feeling boxed in. Right.
That's my thing. And I think when you promote something so much on your page or your social medias and you start packaging something, like you box yourself into, you know, like I can see how they would box you into a healer, you know, right? A Reiki healer, a Reiki stuff, tarot, you know, spiritual type person. Certain people get boxed into conspiracy people. Certain people get boxed into like MAGA, Q, and people get boxed into the things. I think that it ruins your brand, and it ruins just like your passion, your love for the game. Like, to me personally, right? And I don't want to say the person's name that I recently I see something wrong with that person. I want to say something wrong, but I feel like he's boxed in. And I'm starting to like, it came out that night where I'm like, okay, this guy has different. We're all multifaceted people, yo. Like we all have different interests. We all like a bunch of stuff, you know. But when you build a brand and you build a brand that's focused on one type of thing, then that fan base is gonna start coming and they're gonna think that's all you do. That's why I left conspiracy. That's why when I'm in the river and I said, "Are we looking for the hose?" Someone gonna say, "You gonna tell them about conspiracies?" I did that though. I'm the one that put myself in that box. You get me? I call my show conspiracy. I came in here talking all this. Oh, we're talking about all this and all that, blah blah blah. So and it gets draining, and that content only goes so far.
Yeah.
You have to position yourself to where you can do one of those episodes. You can do one of these episodes. You can do one of this episode. You can do one of that episode, and eventually I'm gonna get back. I used to do that with OB. No, conspiracy was just more spiritual, conspiracy based. And it worked, and it did what it did. But most of my fan base is that type of crowd, and I don't like that. I don't, because I know they wait. My followers be dropping every day because these are the followers that came on board because they want to try to see some conspiracy stuff, and now they're not. So I understand. Why are you gonna stay? Why are you gonna keep following when I'm giving you guys this content and where it has nothing to do with what you guys tapped into?
Right.
But I don't know, man. Y'all can keep dreaming. Keep dreaming conspiracy coming back.
Hope
and you never know,
astral.
man. Your dreams might come true one day.
You never know.
You never know, but I know. But I know. All right, let me see. Let's get back into this Plática. Okay. Have you ever had sleep paralysis, mija?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, both of you. I never experienced this.
I have like
I did for a long time.
Yeah.
Wait, so how does sleep paralysis pick people? Like how are you chosen to have that?
I know how it started.
How?
I got into a head surgery when I was little, and I think when they gave me anesthesia is when I started having paralysis.
They do. It has been tied to like head.
What the?
Yeah.
Trauma, any sort of like.
And a lot of trauma, as most people know, yeah. But I can recall, and this goes back to my first dream too. When I have paralysis, my eyes are closed, but I hear loud noises while I sleep. And
Are you possessed?
No, I've had that too. I've had that happen too, where I'm asleep and it sounds like a rattle or someone's like hitting the door or something, but it's like I'm the only one who hears it.
Oh man, let me see. Sleep paralysis is categorized as a type of parasomnia. Parasomnias are abnormal behaviors during sleep. Sleep paralysis is a condition identified by a brief loss of muscle control known as atonia that happens just after falling asleep or waking up. In addition to atonia, people often have hallucinations during episodes of sleep paralysis. So this is when you come out your body when you sleep? Yeah? And you like see yourself in third person?
I haven't had that.
I haven't had that either.
I can feel while I sleep. Like if I feel like, let's say something biting me, let's say a bee sting, and I wake up and I still feel the bee sting when I wake up. So like when I'm in the middle of paralysis, I hear like a buzzing sound in my ear, and then you
can feel it coming on. Like you can feel it like okay.
I can hear it, and then I feel it on my neck, my shoulder. I think it depends how I sleep, because sometimes I sleep wrong too, and maybe it's my joints telling me to wake up. But once I like that one time I felt that bee stop around my thigh area and it stung me, and that's when I woke up and I felt it still felt like it was stinging when I woke up, but nothing was there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not like
I had a bee sting, but I felt like when I was little, I felt like it feels like weights are on your chest.
Yeah, pressure.
Like you can't move your arms. Like you're like I've had it to where like my eyes are closed and I'm trying to open my eyes and I'm like, and it's just like nothing can move.
Mm-hmm.
Until
it almost
what
feels
though?
like someone's like laying on top of you. Like if
Yeah.
someone just was like dead weight on top of you.
But like, so how do you like get out of that? Like you just have to wait till it passes, or what do you like?
So
Yeah.
when I was little, I would like
What?
it would freak me out, and that's why I started smoking and I started doing all these things because I was like,
I'm trying to get slumped and not wake up.
and I would hear like voices. Like this was really weird, but I would hear like whispers, and it would creep me out because I thought it was some kind of like demon or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a period of time in my life where I didn't have any dreams, any nightmares, because I would have really bad night terrors for a long time. And some of those night terrors, I couldn't move. I couldn't wake up. Like I was completely paralyzed. So it's like I'm forced to see this horrific night terror while I can't move my body. And then I wake up and I'm having like a full-blown panic attack, And then I didn't have them for a long time. Last year and this year I had it happen, but here's the crazy part is that I felt it happening and I was like, oh, okay. And I felt it like it was, I could feel it on my hands, like holding me down, like my hands were like weighted. And then like I could feel the pressure and I was like, nope, we're not going to do this. And I like took a deep breath. Mm-hmm. And then I flipped over on the bed. Like I actually like did it. And my boyfriend was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I just beat whatever. And he doesn't dream. He doesn't have any of that. I think now he's starting to a little bit, but he was like, what are you talking about? Paralysis. And I was like, I just flipped it over and like took it out. And I haven't had one since.
So they're not good things, right? Or they are?
No.
No.
They kill
I wouldn't
people.
wish that on anybody.
They kill people.
That's like, it's like
Y'all possessed
stressful.
then. Come on. What? Like, how did you, like...
Paralysis can kill people.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Every time I think of sleep paralysis, I don't know. I guess because Hollywood has brainwashed me to think that's like Insidious.
Well, kind of. It's not like that. I don't know.
Every time people talk about paralysis, they always talk about scary experience. I've never heard anybody say like, yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, no.
No one wants that shit. That's ain't dope.
Wow.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
Nah, I'm not with that. I'm glad I never had it.
They say it depends on the type of paralysis you have. It's the type of... Like some people see like an old lady, some people see dogs, some people see some other shit. And it's all tied to something, but I forget.
Nah.
I was going to look into that, but something about they always see a lady and they always see a dog. Those are the popular ones that I always hear too.
I wonder how you explain that in metaphysically though.
I don't know.
How do you explain paralysis metaphysically? Like, I mean, that's why I say like y'all possessed, because I mean, how would you explain it spiritually?
Oh, okay, so here's my take on it. I think, this is just my opinion, that when you go to sleep, you're in a whole nother dimension.
Correct.
That's what I believe. So in this dimension, there are other individuals, entities, spirits, whatever you want to call it, in this dimension. Mm-hmm. And I think that sometimes they try to attach themselves to you. And then when you're trying to come back to this dimension, that's where you're kind of like stuck. That's what I feel personally. That's why I have this whole process before I go to bed. Like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you got
protected.
jump. You got jump in that in the dream state.
I need to come back to my body without any issue.
Yeah, they mugged you.
No, for real. It's like serious. It's because I have such vivid dreams. Like I can feel sometimes. Like someone's in my dream and they touch me. I feel it. I can smell in my dream.
Right.
Like
Fire.
the smell of cologne or perfume or the ocean or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta tap in with myself more, because that sounds fun. Not paralysis, but just being able to be in your dreams and control it and all that stuff.
Yeah, vividly.
Yeah. But imagine, like, you want me to live while I'm sleeping too? Like, let me sleep.
Well, there's a whole...
Can you get tired in the spirit world? Can you get tired? Like, yo, I've been walking around all day. I already saved lives today. I'm cool. I don't want to. I just want to stay in your body today. I don't want to get out.
Sometimes, so there was a period of time during 2020 where I was having the same dream where I was wearing like all black. I had like guns, I had flashlights, and I was running.
Uh-huh.
And people were chasing me. But I was like going down the stairs. It was like, and then I'm like taking my flashlight out and I'm running, and I kept having this same dream. And it's like people are chasing me, but I'm like Laura Croft or something. I don't know who I was, but I don't know.
I want to be that guy from Jumper. Remember Jumper? Yeah. What's it, Luke Skywalker? That fool. I'm trying to do that, man.
Anakin.
What did I say? Luke Skywalker?
Said Luke
yeah, my bad.
son.
Anakin. Yeah.
I just protected you from a whole fan base.
That fan base ain't tapped in here. They tapped into Rosa de Guadalupe. They tapped into Casos de la Vida Real. Tapped into tapped into that, like novelas and Reina del Sur, you know. Shout out to them. Nah, but I'm glad I've never had paralysis. I've never had any crazy dreams. But is there a difference between lucid dreaming and paralysis, or is it the same thing?
I think they're different.
Well, lucid dreaming is when you can control your dream, right? Like you're dreaming. You're in the dream
aware.
state.
Yeah.
See, I never had those dreams either. I've heard people when they say like, "Oh, I realize I'm in a dream, so I just wake up." I've never had that.
So when you see a door in your dream, or like something about a door, but I had a couple of instances where if I'm lucid dreaming and I see a door and I open it, I wake up. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't see doors that much in my dreams.
I see. Yeah.
What do you remember everything you see in your dreams? Though? I think you just remember people. Really? Do you see phones in your dreams?
Yeah.
I saw a phone for like the first time. I had never dreamed of an actual cell phone, and then in the dream, I was lucid dreaming, and I was like in my head. So it's like in your head, I'm talking to myself, and I'm like, wow, I actually saw a phone in my dream.
You see, I wish I had that. I wish I could tell myself like, I wish I could wake up and be like, yo, that was dope, bro. Do that again. Go back again. Like, that'd be so hard.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those.
But you have to be super tapped in to just, I know it can be easy. It's just, you have to be super tapped in and you have to keep practicing at it. But like me, like, how am I supposed to tap in when every day I'm slumped? Every day is 3 bong rips before I go to bed. Like, you're not going to remember your dreams, bro. Like, and if you do, like, it's just so cloudy in there. I want to dream about smoking weed. That'd be hard.
I think if you constantly think while you're sleeping, that's where it kicks in hard.
Well, you're always thinking when you're sleeping, right? Your brain's always it's still working.
Yeah, but like while you sleep. Like, how you sometimes you can't stop thinking about something and you just stick with it till you sleep.
Oh, I get what you mean. You think that's when you dream more?
Yeah, well, for me, it works like that. And that's where I'm aware. That's where the vivid comes in for me.
Yeah, when something's on your mind heavy. Because like even me, like, the only explanation I really have to why I can't remember my dreams is that I just smoke way too much. Yeah, that's the only thing. Because going based off that ideology, then I would have been dreaming about my dad a lot. I would be dreaming about like certain things a lot, and I don't. So
you found something to alter the REM sleep.
I feel like I'm blocking the REM sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's too clouded, bro. I have to just chill out for like a cool 2 months to really let it get back into the its process. But right now it's just like it's working still, but it's just too much clouds in there. It's just way too much to even remember. But that'd be so dope to just be able to tap into your dream and go to someone else's dream and link up with people. Like, that'd be so hard if you can link up with people in a dream, bro. Y'all do that?
She has this thing. I don't know how you explain it.
A friend, he's a native, he's indigenous, told me that how I could kind of like visit someone in a spiritual level. So it's, since I already know how his rooms looks like let's say like he's over in his parents.
That'd be astral projection though, no?
Not really.
Yeah.
Would it be more remote viewing?
If I know how the room looks, where he's at, I could actually like touch him in the spiritual level.
Yeah, and I'd be feeling that too.
So like if I'm cuddling him, he could, if he feels that, then yeah, I know I'm doing it good.
And that's why I was saying that's when you start thinking, and I believe we're all connected in one one way. So when you start to think about somebody else, like in this instance, when I'm sleeping, I feel like a pressure on, like either if I'm laying forward or backward, I feel like I can smell in my dream, and then I have a pressure.
Wow.
Yeah, ever since I met her, bro, like
Witchy Girlfriends is where it's at. So Witchy Girlfriends is where it's at.
Yeah, because my boyfriend did not dream, and then recently he was like, he'll tell me, I had a dream and this, and I've never dreamed before until you came around. I'm like, because I have like the little crystal grid under my pillow. And he'll be like, what is that for? I'm like, this is so I can come back safely. And he'll be like, okay.
Have you ever? Yeah, because that's how I feel. Because have you ever not came back safe?
I feel like there's been times where I want to wake up and I can't.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, wake up.
I feel like when you tell yourself all these things too, though, like you're more accessible. I mean, I say you're opening yourself up to that, though. No.
Nah. Well, I haven't experienced that until I had like either trauma or what I mentioned before too. So
then how would you explain that to someone like me, that I don't do any type of prepping, I don't do any type of nothing, and I wake up fine. I never had problems of having trouble waking up or scared, like how would you explain that to me then?
I just think you're not on that dream level.
Well, I think I'm not the only one. That's what I'm saying. Like, sorry, now when you said like I have this so I can come back, so in my head I'm thinking like, oh, have you ever not came back? Because then if you're saying it like that, I never take any type of precautions, but I guess I always come back, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't think you're on that. I think there are like levels to dreaming, and like what I personally do, like I'm like trying to get answers, or I'm like, but sometimes I don't do anything. Well, like sometimes I'm so tired, I just go to sleep and I'll have a dream. I'll wake up. I immediately go to the kitchen, because every time I have a dream, I wake up so thirsty, like
cottonmouth,
so thirsty. So I go to the kitchen, I get water, I have a whiteboard on the fridge, and I'll write out a bunch of stuff. And in the morning, I'll read it and I'll be like, what? Because I'm still like half awake when I get up to get the water and write the stuff.
But you still have that like thinking to even write it on the board. You
yeah,
get
because
me? Like,
my boyfriend will be like, why did you write? Like, I drew like a map, and he was like, why did you draw this arrow and this? And I was like, and then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it helps me like remember my dream. And I was like, well, I was going to cross right here, and then there was some water here. And so I started telling him, and he just thinks it's so weird.
How do you train yourself to like, or discipline yourself to do that though?
I think you remember.
Bro, because the times I wake up and I do remember dreams, my first thought is never, let's go write this down. My first thought is never, why did I just dream about this? I just wake up and I'll be like, damn, that was dope. Damn, that was crazy. Wow, why did that happen? Yeah. And then go back to sleep. I never, like her, she wakes up, she still remembers something and she's jotting something down. Like, I would never even go pick up a pen. If anything, I'm gonna wake up, go hit the bong again, go to sleep. You get me? So it's like, how do you train yourself to, like how do you,
training.
How do you get to that though?
So I'm sorry. Before, I used to keep a dream journal next to my bed, but when I when I wasn't with my boyfriend, I would get up, turn the light on, write it down, do my thing, go back to sleep. Now I don't want to wake him up, so sometimes I'll just grab my phone and I'll just be like, okay, dreamt of.
I want to stop.
Note it.
How did the idea of even getting a dream journal happen though? Like, where does that click? Like, I'm gonna get this because I'm always dreaming. Like,
because I just started, I guess for me, I just came into this place. Okay, well, here's why. My dad used to astral project when he was in college.
Intentionally? Or accidentally?
Accidentally. My dad he told us this when we were, because he knew that I would dream a lot. My brother is also, like, my brother has dreams and it's like something's going to happen. He has the dream, it's going to happen. Like, and so my dad was like kind of scared that we were going to start astral projecting. So he told us that when he was in college, when he was in medical school, he fell asleep and he astral projected and heard all his roommates having a conversation. But my dad wasn't aware that he was astral projecting. So when my dad woke up, he was like, hey guys, so we're going to do da 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 da. And his roommates were like, how did you hear that? You were sleeping upstairs. Wow. So then my dad would get scared. So he got so scared that he blocked it. So he stopped astral projecting.
Wait, you could do that intentionally though?
There are people who could do it intentionally. I've never done it intentionally. Like I guess I've tried or.
No, well, you're saying that he astral projected accidentally, but then you're saying he's blocked it intentionally. So how does that work?
I don't know how I don't know if he was doing it more than that because he never really talked to us about it, which I should ask him. But I think he was doing it more, and then I think something happened in the astral, and that's what caused him to because with me, when I tell him about certain dreams, he'll be like, Nicole, you need to protect yourself. Nicole, you need to be careful. And I'm like, well, did you see something that I haven't seen? Because I know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to astral project. But I'll tell you what, it's like every time I try to, it's like I'm flying in my dream, and then it's like I'm falling, and then I do this crazy back into my body.
Yo, can we how do you explain stuff like that? I hate those.
Yeah, when you feel like you're falling.
Yeah.
I heard it's because your heart rate's falling and your brain sends an electrical signal to your heart so you can wake up.
Word?
Yeah.
It's like a neurological.
Yeah, so
nervous.
That be scaring me, bro.
That
I be on the couch and just
like you're falling, right?
Yeah.
But it's worse when you actually in your dream see I'm falling in the sky, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm falling.
That hasn't happened to me.
Nah,
that hasn't happened to me.
That's too much.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm falling. Oh my gosh, I'm falling. Oh my gosh, I'm falling. And then it's like when I hit, it's like, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on my bed. Thank goodness. You know?
Heart's all pounding. Yeah. I hate that.
I've done that one time, and my boyfriend was like, are you okay? Because I went I went up and down on the bed that I woke him up. And he's a heavy sleeper. So he was like, are you good?
Wow. I'm just glad I haven't.
Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting.
That is interesting. All that stuff is interesting. But see, my mom, I think she dreams. She is a dreamer, and my mom's super sober. Never has anything in her, so I know she dreams. Right. My siblings dream a lot as well. I know it's the weed smoke. That's what it is. Cause I don't remember jack. I don't remember nothing. But yeah.
Here's the one. Did you ever sleepwalk as a child?
Nah.
Yeah, I did.
My brother would. Mm-mm. My brother would open. When we moved to Sacramento, my brother ended up opening the sliding glass door and walked out. And my dad was like,
man, all you guys are possessed.
My dad was like, your brother. My brother would sleepwalk. He would fight in his sleep.
Yeah.
And he would talk in his sleep when he was little.
That's funny you say that, because you just reminded me of something that happened in Miami, right? Because one of the nights my cousin Becky, she stayed with us, right? Mm-hmm. And she slept right next to me in the bed, and it was morning time, and out of nowhere I hear Mikey, close the door. And she's talking to my cousin, and we're all asleep, and I got scared because I'm like, cause I thought she was because she sounded mad, right? So I thought something happened while I was sleeping. So I get up and I turn around, and she's still knocked out. And I'm like, okay. And then she did it again. She yelled out something, and I got scared. And I'm like, yo. And she goes, what? I'm like, you good? And she goes, yeah, what? And I'm like, you just yelled out of nowhere. You were mad. And she starts cracking up. She just starts laughing. She goes, yo. And her husband, she goes, Avery tells me that all the time. I just be saying random stuff out of nowhere. Everyone's possessed, yo. Cause I want to have stories. How come I'm left out?
Too many clouds.
Stop smoking.
But she smoked crazy too.
But see, I know some people who smoke heavy and they still have dreams. So I don't know. I can't explain that because I feel like for me, it doesn't always work. I purposely would smoke to not have dreams.
Lucky?
Yeah.
I wish it was a phone setting, right? I could just be dreaming on, and then I can remember everything.
Yeah.
Hey, just wait till that Starlink come through. We lit. All the memories are you're gonna remember your past lives and everything. Imagine you can die, and then Nah, it's not actually a good way to imagine it. Cause imagine you die and then like your whole memories on a USB drive.
And you just download
I heard when you die, your brain gets filled with hallucinogens.
DMT.
Yeah, it gets filled with DMT before you die.
Let me ask y'all this then. Are we living in a dream?
Sometimes I think, yeah. Sometimes I feel like there was a period of time where I had a whole life in my dreams.
Yeah.
Like a whole house?
A whole life where I'm telling you, I had a house. I had a partner, which I didn't even know who this man was. I mean, I would walk on the beach every morning, and it was like,
Man,
wow,
you guys
this
are
is
having fun
my
in your
car.
dreams, man.
This is
That sounds fun.
Wow, this is my couch. Like, and I would wake up and I would be like, is this the BS dream? And I'm like, that's my real life? I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you, in my dreams, I had a very luxurious life. Okay.
That's hard though. Imagine, I'm tired of my life. I'm going to sleep.
Well, going back to what you said before, you know how I think you said sometimes we're tapped into our other realms and stuff like that. Like I think that's part of it. What it is too. I think that's another part of a.
You don't think that's a certain level of sadness? The only thing that's sad that like your dream life is so much more lit than your physical life.
That's the Matrix.
I mean,
that's true. That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, you know what dream I had when we were going to start this project together? And we started talking about Sorry, No, Lo Siento. I think I told you I had a dream. It was you, Conrad, and myself, and you guys were in these like tuxedos, and I was like in a black dress, and we were like walking, and it was like Vegas or something, and they had like the paparazzi cameras, and we were just like, and I was like, what?
I'm with it. Dreaming it to existence.
I was like, are we high rollers? Are we about to like pull a lick at this casino? Are we famous because of Sorry, No, Lo Siento? Like,
what if that means we have to add Conrad as a co-host? Nah.
No. I mean, but then remember how Conrad was the one that...
Oh, we did the show with him, huh?
Yeah.
We announced our show on his show. Yeah, you're right. Full circle moment.
What it was, but it was way more lit in my dream.
Oh, yo, you just reminded me. My last dream that I did have that I remember was super lit. I forgot. We went to India. We were in India. It was so hard because my old roommate, you know, he's Indian. And he goes to India, I think, like every other year or something. And I remember the dream. Like, I remember, like, it was just so dope because I remember landing on the plane, being in the airport, getting picked up from him in the cab, right? And then going to his compound or wherever he lived at. And I remember it just had the whole India setting, right? And I remember this night we were gonna go to a high roller party, right? Same thing, suits and everything. But we had to go pick up the homegirls that just flew in too. And we went to the airport, picked up my cousin, picked up the homegirls. We went back. Tony was in the dream. Dennis was in the dream. Our homegirl Jasmine was in the dream. My cousin was in the dream. And we all get dressed up and we go to like this big old event. And that's the last thing I remember. And I remember I woke up and I was now I know I get you guys, because I did wake up and I was like, yo, that was fire. Like, and I remembered it so clearly that I right away I hit up my homie Manny, like, yo, bro, I just had this fire dream, like, you picked us up from India, blah 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 blah. And he just started laughing and I'm like, bro, I was fire. Like, I remember the plane ride, I remember being in the airport, like, it was the whole movie was replayed in my head. And that happened probably, I think, early this year or probably late last year. Yeah, I just reminded me. That was a dope dream. And like, I remember I told everybody too. I texted like a group chat. I'm like, yo, this was fire. Like, and everyone was like, yo, you good? And I was like, you high? And I was like, nah. Like, I don't remember dreams. So I was so high because it was just so vivid. I remember the compound. Like, he had us in the house where his family, you know, lived at. Like his grandpa and everything. And he always talked about it. So being in the dream, like, I saw the description of everything he talked about. That was crazy. Now I know how y'all feel.
That's how it's like dream recall is like a muscle. You have to train your brain. Yeah. So even if, like, sometimes, like, I'll be in the group chat with Fowla and Mimi and I'll be like, man, I wanted to tell you guys about a dream that I had. And then I'll just keep talking about, like, man, I wish I could. And then somehow in the group chat, I'll be like, oh, Oh my gosh, I remember. Let me tell you guys about it. And then that's kind of how you just, it's like the other night, I dreamt of like lemons on a lemon tree. And please believe I wrote down lemons, lemon tree. I don't know what that means.
You gotta make lemonade.
You know,
life lesson. When
life gives you lemons, you make limonada, mija.
Yay. Maybe I need to up my vitamin C. I don't know.
No. Let's get into that. Let's get into like, cause I'm not too aware, but all dreams have meanings, right?
Yeah, for the most part, there's some meaning. Cause
they say when you dream of someone a baby coming into thing, that means someone's gonna die, right? That's what they say, or no?
I know. Okay, so like I know one that was like in my family for a long time. Like I know some tias who did this. Like when people dream of their teeth falling out.
Oh. What does that mean?
Or like when teeth, or like dreaming of teeth is like loss, or it could be like a big life change, like the end of a relationship. It's like something like a change when you dream of teeth. I will tell you this: once I started doing the enemas, you're gonna laugh at me. I have dreamt of poop so many times, and did you know that when you dream of poop, it means money?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Look it up. Dreaming of poop in curanderas and like in the culture, dreaming of poop means money. So I'm just waiting for it to rain.
USD or pesos?
Huh?
USD or pesos?
Give it to me a USD, please. Wait, give it to me in the currency that's doing best right now.
Why did I get this book out? It has to do with it's numerology and dreams. Let's see. Trying to find something.
I love that you pulled from the bookshelf for this episode.
Nah, I don't have anything. I wanted to find something fast. The mechanics of dreaming. Stages of sleep. I should have looked into this more. Dream terminology. Oh man. I don't even know.
There's so many layers to dreams. There's so much.
Yeah, I wanted to pick something out, but nothing's like I should have. This will be my Recalentado next week. I got you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cause I wanna. Yeah, I'll look into this. This is numerology and astrology and dreams. I wanted to get into daydreaming.
Ooh.
Daydreaming, right? Because let me see. What is a daydream? You tell someone daydream, everyone obviously they're gonna give you the basic, like what they think it is, which is like, oh, when you're awake but just thinking of something, right? That's usually how someone would describe it. But a daydream is when your mind wanders and your attention shifts from the task at hand, whether it be physical or mental, to a place that is entirely your own. Daydreams consist of little videos of yourself in past, future, and present events. What you wanted to happen, replaying certain events over and over again. Daydream about future events where you see yourself in 10 years, and even daydreaming about what you will be doing later tonight. It has been noted that about 30 to 47% of our conscious day is spent spacing out, drifting, and daydreaming. Yep. And I agree. I so agree. Because I work when you're doing your work, but in your head, I'm just thinking about like the pod. I'm playing a whole different scenario in my head. I'm already seeing myself like I can't wait till the pod pops. I'll be out of this job. I won't have to come here no more. Like you're always having these thoughts throughout the whole day.
You know why?
I'm gonna eat this later.
I think when we're in our most bored state in our minds, we're also the most creative in our mind too.
Oh, that's a good one. That's true.
And I feel like that's where daydreaming comes in handy, because let's say we're at work and there's not doing much, but you're thinking about other stuff, and that becomes like your motivation to go throughout the day.
That's true.
That's true. That's really true, because sometimes I'm super bored and I'm like typing, and then I'm like, man, I could be driving this nice car, just podding for a certain amount of hours, and then just go shopping. Like I just go off.
Yeah. even like Thursdays when we pod, at work, the whole time I'm working, I'm already thinking about being already here, sitting down. How I'm gonna start the episode. How I'm gonna try to come in, and it never goes how I plan it in my head. Once you sit down and record it, it never goes at all how you think it's gonna go. I can tell myself, start it off like this, do this, so then you can get this out of Nicole, so then you can talk. I tell myself all mark that down, please. I say that stuff to myself all day, and it's crazy because once you get home and we sit down and everything, it's like this feels like this is the reality. Like I want this to be the reality. Like all day you're dreaming about coming home in the pod, about the episode, about ideas, about what am I gonna ask Dennis for next. Work, all that happened. Like I said, when I'm bored at work and I'm just doing everything so mad. I mean, I'm a robot at work, right? It's already, you already know what you're doing. You just
right.
And that throughout the whole time of me just doing stuff, I'm just brainstorming in my head, plotting the future stuff. Not only just envisioning myself there, but just envisioning the work, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna present it, how I want to roll it out. You know, I'm next week I'm gonna do my first like one-on-one type of thing, right? And I'm already trying to. I know. At work, I came up with the name for it. I came up with the look for it. I came up with how I want to present it, how I want to run it, how I want to do everything. And yeah, that's that daydreaming right there, to be honest.
I feel like that's probably why you don't have regular dreams, is because you're daydreaming so much to the point where your brain is already structured a certain way. You're already like trained and manufactured your brain and your conscience to do one thing. Whereas,
that's true.
You know, I feel like that could possibly be another reason.
That could be because I used to daydream a lot, like to where I would completely space out and just be like, I used to do that a lot at school, like in high school, because I didn't care about school and I would just be staring at the board, but I would be like,
thinking about what you're gonna do when you get home,
or just in a whole nother world.
Yeah. No, I feel you. You. That's how I've been feeling. Just all day, just is it daydreaming or envisioning?
I don't know, because some people say that you can even manifest through doing that. Well,
yeah, I mean, I do believe that. I do feel like you have to see yourself there, envision yourself there, feel yourself there. That's why, like, I've covered most of all like the manifestation parts, right? Like, I see myself as a potter already. I consider myself an amateur potter. I consider myself someone that does media. You know, my family members, are you recording today? Like, people know that on certain days I do this. Like, it's become a reality, right? And I think you have to see yourself in it, because now the only thing that's missing is just the money part. That's the only thing that's missing. Just making money off of this. That's the only factor that is missing from all of this whole operation. And when that finally clicks, then you're fully living it, right? You're a professional potter now at this point, you know? Right now I'm just an amateur potter. I'm just potting, but the daydream really is the one. I do a lot of that when I'm driving too, and that's not safe. But I catch myself always like, damn, I really didn't even think the whole time I got even to the house. Yeah. I was on autopilot.
That's a growing. I read an article like a couple years ago about how people, when they're driving, that's when they like check out. I guess that's the term I'm going to use.
Because it's so regular.
Especially if you take the same route.
Yes.
I guess it was such a long time ago, but the article was saying people who take the same route every day commuting, they eventually just check out, and then it's like, whoa, I'm driving.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's sometimes where I'm like, damn, did I even put my blinker on? And the blinker was on, but it's like, did I blink? I don't remember even turning, like, because it's just so. You become one with the machine when it becomes your routine, and it becomes like your route every day. You're doing it. And you're doing it. Yeah, it does. But it's not safe. But I do a lot of thinking when I'm driving. Like that's why I hate traffic, but I like it, because when I'm in traffic, I'm in deep thought, and I'm listening to music, and music inspiring different creativities. If I'm high when I'm on traffic, it's even better, because I'm not even in a rush to get nowhere. I can let a whole podcast play, and it inspires me. I get motivated, you know. But the driving in the car is definitely it's not safe. But I do a lot of thinking and plotting while I'm driving. A lot of subconscious driving is definitely going on. If you see Chris X mad, just honk. Just to make sure I'm paying attention.
Wave, honk and wave.
I might have the Drake playing loud though, so I might not hear.
You might not even hear that.
Like, Chris X mad, can you do something for me? Can you put me on the pod, little baby? Chris is mad. Do your thing, Chris is mad. Do your thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oye, mijo, haz la cosa. ¿Quieres estar en el podcast? Nah, see? Let me freestyle again.
Ooh.
Okay, let me see. Daydreaming, though. Men who daydream frequently and women who daydream vividly tend to be less satisfied in their life. But if you daydream about family and friends, people report higher levels of satisfaction in their daily lives. It has been found that there are two types of daydreams: positive construction daydreams and dysphoric daydreams. Positive constructive daydreams are usually upbeat and include imaginative thoughts. Dysphoric daydreams include visions of failure and punishment.
Yeah, I for a period of time I was having a lot of those.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like,
Dysphoric daydreams?
yeah.
Yikes.
But I feel like I punish myself a lot, even in.
But it includes visions of failure and punishment. That if you break that down, I guess I have those too. You have failures of the pod not working. You have failures of like not making no money. You have failures of change. You know, you have failures of like, if I do this, I might like. This actually, the perfect example is how I still feel about my Miami trip. Mm-hmm. That's really what it is. Like I failure and punishment. I feel like I failed myself. I'm mad at myself. I'm punishing myself. And sometimes throughout the day, I catch myself daydreaming still about the situation. Especially when I see my phone. When I get on my phone, it's always a reminder. Like, you have a new phone, bro. Like, you lost your phone. You know, like, as soon as it reminds me, it still bugs me. It's still bugging me that happened, right? So that would definitely fall under that. But most of my daydreaming is definitely positive construction daydreams, because I just see a different life. Mm-hmm. Now I don't know what's keeping me from getting there besides doing the work. Sometimes I feel like we're gonna have this plática soon, Nicole, because I want to have a plática about being liked, being a likable person. Because I feel like I'm not a likable person. I don't have that. I know I'm not likable. It's hard. Like, people, you have to have tough skin to really kind of like mess with me, I feel like. And like, you are someone that people like you, they gravitate towards you. People like Renee, they gravitate towards him. People love Dennis, they gravitate towards him. But me, I'm very like, I'm cool. Like, I don't need, and you can't be like that if you want people around you. You want people to start working with you. So I feel like
it's tough skin.
It's tough skin, right?
Yeah, I think some people are just too sensitive.
They are. And I just expect a lot, bro.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to
talk crap about me. Come on.
No, it's not me. That's the thing. It's
Come
not.
on, tell me. What don't you like?
Wow.
It's not me, but it's someone that we know, and we'll talk about that next week.
Oh.
Oh, word. The old one?
Yeah.
What? She didn't like me?
No, dog. Somebody else.
Oh, your homie.
One of them.
Oh, yeah. The one, yeah. You know.
But you see, that's the thing. I don't want to get into that. I have a whole topic about that already.
All right, we'll say it for that episode, because I want to have the conversation, because I was having that conversation.
We'll get into that one.
I had that conversation with my cousin.
Okay.
I had it with him in Miami. We're on the balcony. We're chilling. We're smoking and everything. I was telling him, like, bro, like, and he was like, no, I feel you. I'm the same way. And I'm like, you're not, though. Like, I see it. Like, you know how to fake like and care, and people that know how to fake like and care are liked more by just people, because they know how to shield the a-holeness of them. And just my face tells it all, my body language tells it all. I'm very like, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk what? Like, I don't even know you. Like, why are you in my, like, you know, I'm that person. I'm not a welcoming person, you know? Like, it is just what it is, you know?
It's no filter. There's not a problem with having no filter, though, because I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't have no filter. It messes me up sometimes too. I talk too much. I have a big mouth. I always have something to say. I'm that person that points out things that people don't like when it's pointed out. Mm-hmm. And I always gotta say something when it's like, bro, just shut up. Why you gotta say something? But I know I do it because I'm getting under their skin. Like, I do stuff on purpose sometimes too, right? And that doesn't make you likable. It's only gonna be a few people that kind of like relate to it. Like at work, this is a coworker of mine that, like, he's the same type of way, right? He's worse of an instigator than me. He goes way harder, but we get along so good because he's not sensitive. I'm not sensitive. We count on everybody, right? But not everybody has that tough skin, and not everyone can just. I have to work on being a nicer person.
Okay, but here's this though. You remind me a lot of my brother, and my brother is like more intense with the no filter. Plus, he's in the military, so I think that also plays a part. And that's just who he is. He's always been like that. But in the famous words of my brother, if you don't like me, too bad. I'm not here to be liked. I like myself.
Yeah,
that's what he says.
Yeah.
If you like it, cool. If don't, then bye. And that's just him, though.
I feel that, and that's me too. That's always been me for the longest. But look, now I need people to come help me. And why? Do we want to help someone that's like Chris? Like he talks to us this way. He thinks about us this way. He expects this. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you know. Like I have to be more welcoming to people, bro. Like, it is what it is.
But I just think that you also show certain people like facets of yourself. Like not everybody can.
That's true.
You only let people in so far.
That's true.
So someone like me, I could say, I think I've gone through the doors of where a sex mat is. You know what I mean? So I think what I think of you might be different than someone who's just like only gotten through.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
that's true.
So,
aw, thank you guys. I feel better.
It's like either you VIP or you not. Like,
well, because I met you in a different perspective. You know what I mean? Like I think we both had.
You met me more. No, I've never been humble, huh? I was gonna say you made me more humble. I've never been humble.
At one point,
when I had a weak studio.
Back when the table was here and shit, bro.
We had a party table,
yeah.
And every time you hit it, you hear the thing go honk, honk.
The chair squeaks, dog.
The Mexican chair from the dining room table too.
Yeah. Man,
and people still walked in and be like, "Yo, it's so dope in here." It's like, it's cool.
You know what it was? I'm gonna just say this though. The thing about that being unlikable was the presence of having one of, like, let's say somebody didn't like you, but one of their friends liked you, and they kept talking about you, but that person doesn't like you, and that would set them off.
Hey, man.
It is what it is.
That's the thing though, because sometimes you gotta like reconnect not only yourself, but you gotta come at it at a perspective of how you are with that person. Like if you yourself are like, you know, you're in your headset, you're good, you're clean, and maybe he's coming at you with a couple of jokes, and you take it a different way, but sometimes when you do that, you take it too far. You know what I mean? But that might be on themselves, and that might be on that person, but.
Yeah.
From the outside perspective, it might just be that person because that person has a different type of mentality.
There's never been anything that I've done to you where you're like, I don't want to help Chris. Like, I'm cool.
That's why.
There hasn't or there has been?
There hasn't. Nah. There's never been a moment where I'm like, fuck. Nah.
And mark that down. You can't cuss on here.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Well, you can if she writes it down.
Yeah.
Nah, that's interesting.
I'm gonna get into that.
Because I want to know what the people that the people that didn't work out here. I don't need to know, but I would like to know what they didn't like about.
I think it's
about me.
I think it's dependent on the person's. Like, go ahead, Nicole.
But what if it has nothing to do with you?
I was just about to say.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna lead to that because what if that person has like a different type of depression where it's like they take it too far when it's not really meant to go that far. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the expectations, bro. The pressure I put on people.
It's a personal problem. Like, it's not even about you. It's like, that's what I think. That's just me.
It's not about me, but like, I would agree to that. But the people that have came on here, I try to make it clear, like, this is what I expect, this is what I want, and they still agree, and it doesn't work out. So that's why it's kind of like, is it me? Like, in the process, was I expecting too much? Especially when we're not getting paid, right? And when we're not getting paid, and no one's getting paid, how much, like, not everyone's down for the vision. Not everyone's down for the ride. Not everyone's down for the journey. Not everyone's down to be told what they do. Like, ego gets involved too, right?
Yeah, ego gets involved too. And I think sometimes, this is my feeling. I think sometimes people, no shade to anyone, at all. I just think sometimes when people join a project, they have an expectation.
Yeah.
I know what this is. I enjoy doing this. It's something for me to do. I want it to grow and expand. But I think sometimes people want to create a space for themselves in your life.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I know that we're cool, but I also know that we're doing this.
Yeah.
But I think that sometimes people want like more from you, but not in a workspace.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
That's just lo que pienso yo.
And I said last episode, we're not gonna talk about potting. This is not really about potting. I don't know how I got into this, but I just want to know how people feel about me. Oh, about me not being a likable person. That's how we got into this, because yeah. And me being a leader though, I have to start eventually. I have to start fake caring. It is what it is.
But in your daydreams, when you daydream about stuff, are you a likable person? Do you see yourself as a likable person in your daydreams?
Well, I believe I'm a likable person. I mean, it's like you said. I can't say I believe. I just said I don't think I'm a likable person. How do I say this?
Because what I'm getting to is earlier you said, you know, I see myself, I see the vision, the manifestation, but if you don't feel it, is that the missing component?
You know
of it
what's
all?
sad though, and I mean thinking, because I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody in the daydream with me.
Oh, hey, but okay. So then maybe, okay, look, we're dissecting here. Maybe
No, you got me
you're
thinking,
trying
like,
to force something, and maybe you just got to be the solo star, Chris. Maybe it's just
nah. Well, the reason I don't think I see anybody with me is because the ones that are doing it with me, it's like a given. Like, you guys are gonna eat off. We're gonna eat off of this. Like,
yeah,
because I know that's what I'm saying. I'm not a likable person, but I'm not a messed up person. I'm not gonna do you dirty either. Like, I know what Dennis has been doing for me forever. I know the work that you're putting into now. Like, there's no way that I can make something out of this and then been like, I have to look out for you. Y'all are here. Y'all are still. I don't think I'm a likable person, and y'all are still here. So there has to be some type of likability to me, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys are gonna reap off the benefits of this. Like, that's a given to me. Like, you guys are here. We're putting in the work. There hasn't been no money coming in. Y'all still here. Like, Dennis is someone that, even him though, like, I gotta chill sometimes how I talk to him, because it's not right sometimes. But he don't get offended. He's not sensitive, so he still yeah, bro, cool. Like, I got you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that for you. So that's like, those people, you guys are gonna eat for sure. Like, Renee being here, you know, he sticks along. Everyone's gonna benefit off of this, because now you guys have a right to be entitled to me, even now at that point. Like, nah, Chris, we helped you. Even you have a right to say that. If this got big and you guys come on board later, you guys can't say that. I'm doing you the favor. I'm giving y'all the opportunity now. And right now, I kind of am still giving you guys the opportunity, but it's still at a lower scale where it's like there's a lot of building that needs to be put into this. So that's investing into this, you know, like that deserves some type of equity in the show and the company. Eventually, when the real money comes in, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I'm trying to find that team to have it when it does happen. So that way, I'm like, damn, these people have been riding with me the last 5 years. We put in the work. Now we're eating off of it, and yes, we're here.
I think this is a really good conversation, because it's like, these are all the things that you want. Like, you want to turn your dreams, not necessarily the dreams that you have when you sleep, but the dreams that you have for yourself. You want to make them a reality.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's possible. It's possible. And I'm not going to be that person that in 10 years is like, I'm on Instagram like, damn, I could be living that life too. I could have been on a yacht. I could have been doing this. You're 10 years behind now. At this point, like, you could have been you knew you wanted that lifestyle. Why did you wait so long to get there?
Right.
And age and time don't play a factor really. You can turn up when you're 50 and get lit. I get it.
100%.
Why wait till you're, you know, averagely we're not making it to 100 years old. So why enjoy that type of lifestyle only for 10 years? Really? 15 years? Like, right now, especially right now, when you see 19-year-olds getting lit, 20-year-olds getting lit. Why? Because of this? Because of the freaking phone and the internet and Wi-Fi? So there's no excuses. So I see, like, okay, either complain or go put the work in.
Do it.
And I'm doing it, right? And it gets discouraging. I'm telling you that, guys, it gets discouraging doing this, especially when you see no money. I throw money into this every month, and I don't see no dollar back from this. A lot of people would have been like, F this, I'm done, I'm cool. But who really want it. Like I know what I want in this space, and I know the impact I'm gonna make in this space. No one's me. Like no one has a personality that I have. Like yes, there's shows that talk about music and everything about topics, but I'm just into so many things that I can bring out different conversations. If I interview an artist, I'm gonna say certain bars that other people want to ask questions about. You know, like it's just different. It's just different. I know what I bring to the space. So that's why I know I envision myself already in it. I already see myself from rooms talking to Joe Budden and gaining some game from him. I can already see certain people in the space like, damn, you're at a low level and you have a studio already like this. You have production. You have people that mix your audio. It sounds good. Like you actually care about the product and you're not making no money off of it. So I know I'm going to impress people. Whenever the right eyes look at us, they're going to be impressed. Because I know I've been putting in the work.
Right.
And I look at other pods that are, because I compare that way. I compare based off levels, right? I look at other pods that are on our level. No one's doing it how Sorry No Siento is doing it. I don't care what nobody says. And we're doing it virtually, and I'm beating y'all virtually. I'm making this look hot virtually. Like props are gonna be giving one day, and they don't have to be giving, but I know that those dreams have to become reality, Nicole. We're gonna eat off of this. Like I'm gonna get paid for talking. I know that's gonna become a reality. Homie gonna get paid for pushing camera buttons over there. Homie, everyone's gonna get paid for doing the simplest of things, yo. And that's what I want. I can't make people see that vision though. I can't make people just grasp that. You either have to believe it or you don't. And honestly, you just have to believe in me and trust me, and that's really it. Until I show you guys that I'm not serious about this, until I show you that I'm slacking, until I show you that I haven't really been prepping no more, I don't really care, I'm acting whatever, then that's when you can question like, okay, Chris maybe is not really trying to do this no more.
Right.
But until then, like, yeah, I'm the one putting pressure. I'm the one that's expecting certain things. Yeah, this episodes mean stuff to me. Like, now we're just babbling.
But I think
we gotta end this episode soon too.
This episode
yeah, we
was
do.
like dreams, and we only thought about sleeping dreams. But really, you can talk about chasing your dreams. You know,
chasing your dreams, lucid dreaming, paralysis. We didn't even get into like wet dreams, you know, and I was being funny, but like that's a thing in itself. I've only had one my whole life though, and it was being older, so it was very weird to me. It was probably happened like in the last 3 years, I think, and I was even like, why is it wet down? And I was like, what the? I was so surprised. I'm like, and this is the day I dreamt about my homegirl.
Oh,
that was the day I dreamt about homegirl. So it was funny to me, but I'm like, I'm grown. I'm having my first wet dream. Like what? But I don't know how to. Obviously, it's easy to explain that. You're doing something in the afterlife. Duh.
Yeah, it was going down.
It was going down, and I wonder how it happens. Like, never mind. Oh, look, this is interesting right here. Men are usually daydreaming about playing the conquering hero, while women are daydreaming about being the suffering martyr.
That's interesting.
So I think about I do daydream about being the hero, about being the one that feeds everybody, being the one that gives opportunity to everybody. That's crazy.
Stopping the school shooter.
Whoa.
You never dream about like randomly someone goes in the classroom.
Like a real hero?
Like, yeah, like you're going to stop somebody from like, I don't know, shooting with the classroom or some shit.
Saving the day, saving the damsel in distress.
I guess. Oh, actually, remember when COVID first came about, and then remember when the George Floyd stuff happened, and then they were breaking into all the rioting and looting. And I remember I was at work, and the cops came, and they ring the thing. I worked before we opened, like super early hours, so they told us that people were going cars to cars, like breaking into the different warehouses and stuff like that. And I remember when that happened, and I'm like, oh heck no! If they come here and they break into here, I'm out. It's like I can have everything, but I did have that daydream, like, yo, what if I save the day though? Like, what if I did something? Cause we have sledgehammers at work. Oh. I'm like, what if I just came in and just bang them? And yeah, so I do definitely have dreams of being the hero. All right, Mia. Let me see. We gotta wind down and get out of here, cause Reneezy gotta go watch Wakanda Forever.
Yes, sir.
You don't get tired of the movies, huh?
Never.
All right, let me see. And any last things about dreams, Nicole, before we get out of here to the meme?
No, I do not. I think that was a great conversation. We may need to touch on dreams again.
Oh yeah, we definitely got it. I want to read this real quick right here because these are fun facts about dreams. Okay, let's see. We may not remember dreaming, but everyone is thought to dream about 3 to 6 times per night. It is thought that each dream lasts between 5 to 20 minutes. Around 95% of dreams are forgotten by the time a person gets out of bed. Yes. Dreaming can help you learn and develop long-term memories. Blind people dreaming is a good one. I never even thought about that. That you gotta be dreaming in sounds or something, huh? Yeah. That actually would be fire to dream in sounds, yo. Just Kanye going crazy in your head. On site. Let me see. Women have more nightmares than men during their teen and adult years. Why do you, yeah, you think so? About being kidnapped or what? Raped or?
Depends, honestly.
It's like maybe like hormonal changes or something. I don't know.
A cycle.
Wait, hold on. How are you guys' dreams during your time of the month?
Sometimes they're very intense. Sometimes I don't dream at all. It's hit or miss there.
They're not more vivid or more crazy or more... You said intense, right?
Yeah, intense.
Interesting. I'm so glad I don't bleed every month. Imagine, bro.
No.
You said no.
Imagine, bro.
I can.
And how long is it? For like a week?
Yeah, a week.
Oh, heck no. Imagine then 3 weeks later you have it again? Like, ah.
Nah, I'm good.
Man, shout out to the women that already went past that. The 40, 50-year-olds. All right. Let me see. Let's get out of here. Not out of here. Let me see. Shout out to Drizzy Drake Rogers. That was our Plática for today, guys. Come on, bro. In Spanish, too? Come on.
Porque todos te quieren tomar.
Hasn't stopped yet? Hasn't stopped yet? We'll pause it right now.
Mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía.
Ustedes saben que eres míos. Todos los sorry, no lo siento. We need to find a name for our listeners.
Oh.
I want to say the sorries. I don't even like that, but that sounds fire to me. Los sorries? It sounds hard.
The sorries?
I get why it sounds bad, but it's still it's a ring to it. Los sorries? Shout out to the sorries, you know?
We should put a poll on social media.
I like that. We're about to get into Meme del Dia and then Palabra del Dia, and then we out to here. Drake really the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says. We're gonna have the Plática of Drake. I don't know when, but that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, yo. I'm over here like reading Fowler's tweets, and I want to reply so bad sometimes. Like, damn, the boy got you mad, huh? Cause she be going in on Drake. I'm like, the boy got you mad, huh? That's why Drake the GOAT, bro. Cause people hate that he at the top still, and they hate him. And every time he just drop, and all they hear is Drake on the timeline for the whole week. And they have to give the little opinions off because they mad that Drake running it. Hey, hold on. And I don't disagree with her tweets, all right? Like she talking the real. But the music got me hypnotized.
Oh, he got you.
What? He said 21. Can you do something for me? Can you hit it?
True story. I haven't even heard his new album yet.
I know. I don't blame you.
I just haven't.
And guess what? It's her loss. It's your loss. I don't blame you though. You're not a Drake fan like that. You know me. I'll ride for Drake, yo.
I know.
I'll ride for Drake, yo.
You ride for your folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the next fake Drake. I'm gonna live in Miami permanently, get a little heart in my head, and be tequila papi.
Oh, tequila papi. Wow. That's the merch right there.
Oh man, tequila papi sounds fire. Okay, let me see what we got today. Nicole, we have a meme del dia. You wanna introduce the meme del dia? Let me see. I'll play the video though.
Okay. So, meme del dia, it's Bugs Bunny and his ears are down and he's like hunched down and he says, "When you wake up from a dream that was 100 times better than your life."
I wake up and then I daydream, so I'm still in that. The daydream's still better than the life.
Yeah.
I feel that though. Well,
Yeah.
the fun dreams. The ones where you got like superpowers or you're doing something dope and it's like you wake up and like, man, I wish I could do this in real life.
Right.
But my daydreams, they're always better than my real life. And see, and that's why it's sad. Like, only I can make that a reality. Only I can change that. They don't always have to be your dreams, yo. They really don't. That's the dopest part about experiencing life here. They don't have to be your dreams only. You can touch this stuff. You can make it. You can make it happen.
Bring it to fruition.
But everyone wants it to happen tomorrow. I'm guilty of that too. I've been there. I still think like that sometimes. I still get discouraged when I don't see the numbers. All that. But that's part of it. It's not gonna be given to you, bro. This, because when it can't be given to you. You know why? Because when this works, you lit, yo. Like this, you change tax brackets, you change lifestyles, you just everything changes, bro. Like that's why it's not supposed to be easy. And that's why when you see like certain artists that get big off one song and then they get into a contract that they mess themselves up and they sell their soul basically, it's like because they needed the money but they signed right away, and it's like, bro, like it happened overnight. That's why you lost it overnight.
Yeah, you don't appreciate it sometimes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, put the grind in me, huh?
Grind.
All right, well, let's get into Video del Dia. And then we'll get into what? Oh, you're doing Palabra del Dia? All right.
Yeah.
I didn't sing last week, but I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing this week.
Thank you.
Because Chris X Matt, do you got some for us? Yes, I do. Can you hit it for us? Do your thing, Chris X Matt. Do your thing. Yellow diamonds in the watch. Okay, let's get into Video del Dia.
Los sueños, tener hijo, de acuerdo a Cosmovisión Zápara, significa coger una mascota. Y esa mascota va a ser un mono. Coge un mono pequeño y traes a la casa y tienes una mascota. Pero en el mundo moderno eso significa hacer nuevos proyectos, encontrar nuevos proyectos y crear nuevos espíritus para nuestros negocios o cualquier trabajo que queremos hacer. Eso representa soñar teniendo hijos.
Wow, so this is dreaming about kids. Basically means creating new projects and nurturing new projects, ideas, and all that stuff.
Yeah, which is interesting because I found that, and like around the time we were starting this, I was having a lot of dreams. Like I have my notes. I went through my dream journal. I had so many dreams with babies.
You should have read certain experts from your journal.
I know I didn't grab it. I'm gonna for Recalentado next week.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll read something from here. I'll find something on here, and then you bring something from the journal. Yeah. Because I think that would be dope to just hear like the random in the middle of the night writings that you do.
Yeah.
I want to decipher them. That could be a whole segment, Decipher Dreams.
Right?
Okay, mija. It's time. I didn't do it last week, but it's time for another segment de Palabra del Dia. Es una palabra del día. Una palabra del día.
Palabra del Dia.
Yeah. I apologize about last week. Just it didn't flow right.
You were just, it's all good. So this week for Palabra del Dia, I'm gonna do a rapid fire, five words having to do with dreams. You can use a lifeline if needed.
Okay.
First word. How do you say nightmare in Spanish?
Ah, dang! I knew this one too.
You could pass and come back to it.
It'll start with a D. Des or no?
No.
Nightmare is un. Okay, pass.
Okay. Dreams.
Sueño.
Pillow.
Almohada.
Snoring.
Ronquear? I think that's roncar. Roncar. Is that the slang for it? Roncar, right?
Roncar is to snore. Yeah, snoring is ronquidos. But I when I saw the word, I was like, I said roncar.
Roncar. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Lullaby. This one threw me off because I was like, okay.
Pass.
Okay. So nightmare.
Nightmare is.
You want me to give you a clue?
Pesadilla. It is pesadilla.
Yeah.
It's like that's with the spider web. I know it's telaraña too, and I couldn't get it.
And then lullaby.
Canción. Canción de niño.
So I'll give you that. It was like canción de cuna, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but
Canción de cuna.
yeah.
The pesadilla. I knew it.
Pesadilla,
I don't know. I wasn't saying this
because I was thinking, and I was like, what is nightmare in Spanish?
Yeah, but I could have sworn it was also des. I don't know. I want to say des fruit. I don't know what I wanted to say, but something like that. But dang it. Oh well.
Good. Got it.
I haven't gotten all of the rapper ones correct. I always miss like one or two.
You did good. You got 3.
Barely.
I'll give you 4 because you used the lifeline.
Barely. I'm gonna dream about winning next week.
Well, there you go.
We're not gonna speak into existence no more. We're gonna dream it to existence.
Boom.
The new one right there. Quote that one up. Dream it into existence.
Yeah, that one's gonna be.
For real though. I mean, if dreams are that powerful, then yeah, maybe we should all gotta tap in more with our dreams, man. And then some dreams are more vivid when it's like a full moon. I know the moon also affects. Yeah, we gotta have part 2 about this and just do more gather more data because
More data.
this is there's a lot of ways to approach dreaming. And we touched a lot on a lot of points, but I want to get more into.
There's so many layers to
Yeah,
it.
I want to get into it more. But yeah, a lot of these conversations they're gonna eventually pop up again. A lot of the pláticas that we have, they're gonna pop up in future episodes. I already see us having part 2 of, like,
For sure.
plática. The money is definitely gonna be reoccurring because every time we step into a new level of money in this game and like a new lifestyle too, our lifestyle. I can't wait, Nicole. When we get to that point where like we really have bought our spot and place off of pod money. We have like everything is a pod money, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be so hard. Then we can come on here and talk about like how our life has been changing money wise, how people around us expect more from us and they want more help. And that's what I'm saying. I already picture all that, and you need to picture like that to make it a reality.
Make it a reality, yeah.
It's only so much you can dream, man. For real. It's only so much you could dream.
Oh, I love this song.
We could dream all day. Could dream all night. We gotta put the action too, y'all. ¿Qué dijo la Selena?
Late at night when all the world is sleeping.
Where's my lighter at? Shout out to the queen, La Reina.
Somewhere you are thinking of me too.
I appreciate everybody tapped in listening to us today. Muchas gracias a todos. We're gonna get out to this today. I'll leave on a chill mode. Rock you to sleep, y'all. Any last words, mija?
Thank you so much for listening. Be on the lookout for some polls on social media. Want to get some.
I say Los Stories. I'm sticking to that.
Okay, the sorries. Do you like
That's me,
the
though.
sorries?
We can do the poll.
We're gonna do
That
a
has
poll.
to be an option. That has to be an option.
The one option.
It's just one so far. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta put more options in there.
But thank you so much for listening. Thank you for liking us on TikTok, Instagram, your comments, your likes, your shares on YouTube. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, man. A todos los que están escuchando. Pass this to your family members. Pass it to your cousins, friends,
your
coworkers. Subscribe, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts,
Spotify.
Follow us on YouTube. Video every Wednesday, audio every Tuesday. Just subscribe. You don't have to be reminded. It'll just pop up on your phone. And yeah, que todos tengan sueños de angelitos.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. Que Dios me los protege y los cuide. Y los miro para la semana que viene, si Dios quiere.
Mm-hmm.
Ahí los miro. Sorry, no lo siento. Bye.
Bye.